welcome back to Lifeatyayas. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all just spending some time with me today as we are going to switch things up a little bit. We're going to just not do any cleaning today. I wanted to show you guys a couple hauls that I had gotten. I hope that you enjoy this video just as much as you had enjoyed the other videos. We're going to do some grocery shopping, decorating our home, DIY, things like that. So I hope that you enjoy this video. And I wanted to start out in one of our flower beds. And when I start seeing blooms like that, I know that spring is on its way. And I also wanted to show you guys just a recap of the cardboard mulch method that hubby and I did last spring. It's working. That is definitely going to cut down on our time in the yard and also on our expense buying the mulch. And I started this project midsummer, and you guys know the deer, they just completely ripped through a lot that I had. So this year I am going to do boxwoods and zinnias. They didn't bother those last year, so I'm hoping this year they will have no parts of that. Hoping. You never know. When they're hungry, they're hungry. Last year, I planted zinnias across the yard in a flower bed. The deer had no parts of the zinnias. They would walk by, they would sniff that area, but they did not touch those. So if you're looking to find some deer-resistant plants, definitely look at getting some zinnias. In my opinion, they are the only thing that they will not eat. And y'all know that I had deer on my porch. If you want a good funny story, just go back to last year's spring refresh and it's all in there. It involved getting gates and it was a lot. It was a lot last spring and summer, but hopefully this year will be a better year. We are still considering getting a fence, but as you know, getting a fence in a yard is expensive, so we will definitely work on that. But stay tuned for those projects. They will be coming up within the next few weeks. Again, this video is a little different. I wanted to show you all a TikTok haul that I recently received, along with a grocery haul, and I stopped in Ollie's just to grab a planter to do a DIY from a haul that I got from Temu. But here I'm just showing you how versatile this purse is. I actually got this one 4 days after ordering the whole TikTok order, and I'm not sure why this one came first. But the other orders, they did take some time, about 2 weeks, and that's the only downfall I would say about ordering from TikTok, is the wait time. Other than that, the quality of the items, very well made, and the price for all of these purses, they were all under $15. This black purse was a 2-for-1. It had a smaller purse in the inside with a strap that you can put makeup, personal items, phone, another small wallet with your driver's license, credit cards, things like that. This brown purse, very well made. The leather is so soft. And then I like that you can change out the straps. If I did not know, I would have thought that all of these purses were over $100. And that is my honest opinion. And again, each purse was maybe $10. I think this one was $13 or $14. I was absolutely shocked. And again, this was a gift from our daughter, and the other ones I had purchased. So none of this is sponsored. All of this is my own opinion. But let's get into this blazer and the Judy blue jeans. Both items are very well made. I needed a casual blazer that did not go with a pair of slacks or a skirt. I just needed something that was very casual. I can just throw on with a white button up or even a blue button up, a scoop neck, or a mock turtleneck. Pair that with a good pair of jeans and with maybe a kitten heel or a boot, depending on the weather. And that is why I purchased the blue jeans and the blazer. I am trying to revamp my wardrobe. I do have a good amount of jeans, but I haven't bought any in a very long time that were made of this quality. And when I say quality, I mean the stretch and the softness. And I'm sure you know, if you buy jeans, you know, a lot of times the jeans are stiff. They just don't feel right. These fit perfect, and they're not the Jagans, I would say. Like, I can't stand those. I'm sorry. If you have them, I'm sorry. It's just me being me. These are jeans, but they are very soft. And I think why everyone was saying to size down is because the stretch is unbelievable. So again, my honest opinion, if you have purchased these, let me know. Good review or bad review. I'm just curious to know your thoughts on the blue jeans. Or if you have any recommendations for, and I'm being very, very specific here, mid-rise. I don't like the low rise. Mid-rise, boot cut, soft, amazing stretch. Please leave me a comment below. I'm not being picky. I just know what I like. So I'm sorry if, someone's like, she's just so picky. No, I just know what I like. So here, moving off the clothes, we are going to dive right into some decor items that I purchased for our home. This bowl I found at Aldi for $12, and it's extremely heavy. I wish they had two. They only had one, so I'm going to use this one in the living room. I had put some packaging, when you get a package from Amazon, they have the recycled paper in there. So I just used that to give it some height and to, fill it in. I guess you can say that. And then I just added this moss. I wanted the reindeer moss, but Walmart didn't have it. And I didn't feel like waiting for Amazon. So I was already at Walmart shopping one day. I saw it. It was $4. I just picked up one bag. And honestly, I feel like it filled it in real nice. I didn't need another bag. Again, this is our living room. I just sat it there. This is a small haul that I had got from Ross. This marble tray. I think I'm going to use this in our kitchen, in our coffee area. I'm really not sure just yet. This bowl, I am going to use this in our kitchen area, and you'll see in a moment. I'm just going to use this for potatoes and garlic. This bowl, I seen one at Home Goods, and it was $35 or $39, and I wanted it, but I did not want to spend that amount of money. So when I seen it at Ross, wait till you guys see how much I paid for this. And it was marked down, but the original price wasn't that bad. So again, I put this in my buggy so fast, guys. You see that? That is how much I paid for this, and it's huge. I put a 10-pound bag of potatoes in here with a few things of garlic, and I still had room. I am so glad that I took my time and looked around and did not spend almost $40 on a bowl that I found at Ross for $12. And the reason why I wanted to switch up this video is one, because we're all trying to save money. I'm not sure about everyone, but I know the majority of us, we're trying to save money. We're trying to cut corners where we can. And with the weather warming up, we are trying to clean and motivation. We can all use that. And trust me, I am number one for cleaning motivation, because after work, I just want to come home, get a shower, eat, and just relax. But a lot of times there are things that need to get done. And secondly, we want to decorate our home. We want nice items. Don't spend a lot of money. That's just coming from me. Yes, I'm frugal. I love to spend my money in other places. Vacation for our family, education for myself, hubby, children, grandchildren now. So put your money other places make memories with your money. And not saying you can't make memories with different decor items. I'm not saying that. And please do not take this the wrong way. But if you can cut corners in ways like we are at Aldi's right now, these sheets, good quality sheets, would probably maybe be $40 in another store, $20. But you can see good quality sheets for $12. Some of them were like $19. Blankets, I believe these were $4, $4.99, $5. It may not be the exact style that you want, but shop around. You don't have to get this exact style, but you can go to another store, and here's some comforters. So if you have all these in your area, definitely check them out. This was our go-to when our kids were in school, when they were all in college. We went here all the time to get bedding and sheet sets and towels and stuff for their dorms and stuff for their apartments when they finally, got their apartments off campus or on campus. And now that, they're adults, they still shop here to get stuff. We still shop here. I'll get, soap and towels. Their towels are so nice, and they should really honestly be a lot more. They're the big towels, the big hotel towels, but they're $7. I thought I showed that in here. It must have got lost, but there were a lot of kids in here. And I try to be respectful when I am filming in the store, because I don't want anyone filming my kids or my grandkids without my permission. And I try to do that as well. So I'm just showing you some of the comparable prices that you would typically find in a store. As you can see, that one blanket was $19.99, but in the store it would have been $39.99. I didn't think I showed this, but I guess I did. Here's some washcloths that were I can't remember what that sign had said, $3.99, $3, something like that. But here are some of the towels. Those on that side, they were $5, and these are the larger towels that are $7. So nice. And honestly, like I said, I really do believe these towels should be a lot more. They were so nice, and they're big. If you want me to do a Ollie's walk around the store and just show you more of what they have, I'm definitely open to do that. They have so much. This is just a tip of the iceberg of what they have. They have rugs and vacuums and cleaners and household items. So if you guys want me to do that, let me know. Like I said, I'm definitely open to do that. This day, it was just a lot of kids in there, a lot of parents, and I just want to be respectful. But here I did find the planter that I was looking for. I wanted black. They didn't have black, so you know what I'll do. Just go ahead and use some spray paint. And here's some stems. I want to say they were $2.49. I'll show the tag in a moment. I thought I had some hydrangeas, but I must have used them for an event, and they got lost in one of my bins. So I went to Michael's a few days prior to this looking for, because it's just something about spring and hydrangeas. I love those. Especially I'm trying to do like a green yellow theme in the house for spring. They were $9 and $5 with the coupon. And I just was like, yeah, maybe I'll wait. And so I was so happy that I did see some at Ollie's. So I'm going to go ahead and finish showing you this little haul. It really is just the stems and the planter. And I'm going to go outside and spray paint this planter, and I will show you what I got from Temu, or what I should say my mom got me from Temu. We were talking one day, and I had mentioned that I wanted an olive tree, and I had seen one on Amazon, but it was maybe like $60. And she had said, well, have you ever seen one on Temu or Shein? And I told her, no, I looked on TikTok. I really didn't see one within, the price that I wanted to spend. So she found one on Temu for $30. Wait till you guys see this. It's so nice. I want to say it looks better than the one that I had seen on Amazon. Granted, it was the picture, but in person, it looks really realistic. So I'll show you all that in a moment. I'm going to go ahead outside and we're going to paint this planter. I appreciate y'all. If you are liking this type of content, please let me know in the comments, and do not forget to like and subscribe. I tried to do this in real time, and the wind this day, it didn't appear to be that bad. But once I got out here, as you can see, the wind, I had to keep stopping and try to let the wind die down. But then after a while, I just was over it, and I just wanted to get it done so it can dry. And then it rained this night. We were not expecting rain. They did not call for rain. And so now the sun is out, but it's very deceiving. It was cold. And that's what our weather has been lately. It's been cold, rainy, windy. So trying to get outside to do projects has been a little difficult. Hubby's doing some things in the garage, so I don't want to and be in his space. And plus, I don't want to spray paint in the garage. I'd rather do it outside in the back. But we're going to go ahead and finish this, let this dry. And then I went over to Sam's to grab a few items for the week. If you shop at Sam's Club, do you remember when this bath tissue was $15? That wasn't long ago. I would love to go to Costco, but it's about an hour away, and that's on a good day with no traffic. I didn't film that much in Sam's Club. Again, I want to be respectful of those with children and families. So here, this is the Sam's haul. Strawberries, grapes, this granola. We tried this for the first time. Hubby said it's very good. I haven't tried it yet. These pretzels for our hummus that I got. The hummus was on sale for $2. And then we got some croissants to use with the chicken salad for lunches during the week, and also breakfast sandwiches. I'll make me a sausage croissant, and I'll make hubby a sausage and egg croissant. Now that's it for the Sam's Club haul. I didn't get much. Oh, and I did put those dish towels back. I'll show you why in a moment. But this is a local grocery store. Just some sausage I got for breakfast sandwiches, and I made meatloaf with turkey ground meat. I know you guys seen me buy this a lot. That's the only ground meat that we eat. Some yogurt to pack for lunch, and milk, seasonings, some pineapples for a recipe that I'm going to do in a few weeks. Yams that I made with, usually I like fresh yams, but I was tired and I just wanted to put this food away and sit down and start dinner later on. So I got those yams that I made with the meatloaf, those toasted chips. Those are going to also go with the hummus for a snack for lunch or later in the day. And we got these, I'm sorry, let me look at the kale. I usually do this as a side dish. I'll use onions and garlic, saute that down, not real soft, but not tough. If you guys ever want me to show you all how I make that, let me know. I am definitely open to do that. Some tart cherry juice, bananas, carrots that I'll put in the oven for a sheet pan recipe with some potatoes. We got some eggs, which they were not pricey, and these are the only eggs that we eat. They were $4.99, which is pricey, but not as pricier as they've been. Hubby will take these for lunch, well, as a snack, and then we'll take these also, put these in our lunch bag for a snack. A lot of times, him and I, we don't have a lot of time to eat lunch when we want, so just to avoid us from snacking on chips, we will take one of these, some hummus, pretzels, or those chips. So I found these, I usually get the chomps in the grocery store, but they had these next to it, and they were saying, oh, they're comparable to the chomps, but these have 18 grams of protein and the chomps have 10. However, the sodium in the ones that I just showed you is a little higher than the ones in the chomps. So I just got both of those so we can try them and see, which one we like. Honestly, I didn't see a difference in either one. They both were good. Maybe because I was hungry when I ate them, but I'm not sure. So I'm just going to just keep buying different brands just to compare, because the first ones that I showed you all, they're maybe about 50 cents cheaper. But someone did say I can order those off of Amazon, the chomp. So I may do that. But here we are. This is just our overall. Sometimes I'll switch it up for lunch, but typically this is a staple, the fruit, things like that. So here now I'm showing you all a Macy's backstage haul. These hauls were spread over a few days. Everything was not done in one day. There's no way possible with me and hubby working full time and family responsibilities. There's just no way. So I do what I can, and I appreciate you all, your patience, while I am still trying to lock in a date that I upload my videos. But here I'm just showing you just some dish towels. Again, I have an obsession with dish towels. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just, I just love having fresh seasonal dish towels in our kitchen. Here are some oven mitts that I got. Very nice quality for the price. I can't remember how much they were, but they weren't that pricey. Oh, there it is. And then there are 2 drying mats. So all that came from the Macy's backstage. And none of this is sponsored, by the way. This was all purchased with my own money. And here I am. I finally got some stainless steel cleaner, the Zep. I've never tried that before. If you have and you like it, let me know. I typically get the method. They didn't have it, so I'm just going to go ahead and settle with that and see how that works. You guys know I've been missing my spray away. Finally got that. And then I'm going to try this Barkeeper's Friend soft cleanser on some of our pots and pans that could really use a little bit of TLC, and you can never have enough scrub mommies. We are nearing the end of the video, and I just want to say thank you all so much for hanging in there with me. And if you like this type of content, please let me know in the comments, or if you would just like me just to clean and play music, please let me know that as well. I will not be offended. But before we go, I wanted to show you all the before and after of the Timu plant and the planter that I spray painted. So I will see you all in the next video. I appreciate y'all.